Hello there everyone, and I'm back. Yes, Laxo, the Kumo Sensei is back. Man, the Kumo Sensei, that thing's starting to stick to me now because it's constantly being called to me, I guess. But anyhow, I'm back, and today I'm going to be rehousing some Poecilotheria striata slings. And yes, I pulled the X sack already, so go check out that video if you can. And I apologize that it took a while to edit this video because I actually ran out of hard drive space, so I had to buy a new hard drive. But since it's here, I'm now editing again. And yes, this was recorded earlier this week, but I didn't get to edit until now, so it might be out late. So I apologize for that. Anyhow, it's been a while since I actually hatched a Poecilotheria egg sac. And for some reason here in the United States, there's been a surge of prices going up for Poecilotheria species, and I honestly don't know why, but my speculation or my guess is possibly because not much people is breeding them at the moment as of the recording of this video. Now when I'm talking about prices, I'm just talking about online retail prices, not local prices, because prices locally to me are still quite the same as normal. But it's just the online space that I see the prices going up a bit. Now when it comes to buying online, I will rarely buy online because what I figured is that prices online to me is kind of expensive, especially if you consider the shipping prices as well. So with that in mind, I prefer just to buy it locally at shows and expos and whatnot. Now there are exceptions to this, and that will include things such as mature males and certain species that I'm looking for future breeding projects. But other than that, I really wouldn't buy online because I already can get most species online locally for half or a quarter of that price since I'm a breeder, and for me getting good prices is not the hardest if I'm going local, that is. Now one thing that's off topic that I want to talk about is how much I get paid, and honestly, if I'm being completely straightforward and being honest, selling tarantulas is barely profitable. Now as a secondary business or as a side hustle, it's profitable on that side, but if you're trying to make a living breeding tarantulas only, it's really not stable. But for me, I really couldn't care less because I love what I do and it is what it is. Sometimes I just wish I got paid a little better. Now one thing I forgot to mention is that the battery actually died on me, so I didn't record the entire rehousing. Towards the end, the camera turned off because the battery went out, so it's gonna cut there, but please don't mind that. But let's swing back into some positivity because luckily for me, I have another Poecilotheria species breeding coming up soon, and I won't really tell you what it is, but it's pretty much, well, I'll let you think about it. Like I stated in the last Poecilotheria breeding video I'd done with the Vittata, I want to breed one of those two species, and I won't tell you which one of the two I will breed, but just expect a breeding video next. And please, if you haven't seen that Vittata breeding video, I'll link in the top right and go check it out because it's pretty nice and it's short. It's only about 2-3 minutes, I think. And yeah, the male comes out alive as well because I'm good at what I do as a tarantula breeder and as the Kumo Sensei, just staying lax and laxoing everything I do in terms of tarantula breeding. It's really quite funny because I watch all these tarantula breeding videos, and whether it be Exotic Slayer, The Dark Den, or whatever, every single tarantula breeding video I've seen, there's this intense energy to it. And honestly, I think that's the wrong approach because a professional or a really good tarantula breeder would stay calm no matter what. And that's the reason why I always stay lax when I do tarantula breedings. I don't freak out or I get nervous because that's just not good energy when you're going to tarantula breeding. You gotta stay calm and ready, which you can tell I'm pretty much always am when I'm doing tarantula breeding. So it's kind of funny to me, honestly, because I'm just here just having this laid back reaction. Everybody else is just like very intense that their males might get eaten. But for me, I always try to ensure that the male never gets eaten. And if you've never seen any of my other tarantula breeding videos, like I don't think any males have gotten eaten because, you know, it's just a normal thing for me, I guess, because I do what I do and I do what I love. Now, the long-term goal will be to have my own facility, because if I had my own tarantula breeding facility, that is more than anything I could ever ask for. But I'm too broke, and it is what it is. So I guess I'll just have to keep breeding in my own bedroom from now until I can afford it someday, which will probably take a few years or a couple decades. But just wait, everyone. The Kumo Sensei, Laxo here, would get it done someday, whether it be advertising on YouTube or something, I don't know. But just wait and see. Hopefully, right? Now. So what should we talk about now? I guess we can talk about some anime, I guess, because the latest episode of Tokyo Revengers was pretty lit. Big anime fan I am, so if you have any anime recommendations, please tell me. I've been watching anime for about 9 to 10 years now, so I've been watching for about a decade. So even though I'm still a young person, I watch a lot of anime. But I have to be honest, anything from 2011 to 2012, my memory is kind of fuzzy, but any animes from 2013 and up, I will pretty much remember it quite well. And yes, and to that one comment that recommended My Hero and Demon Slayer, yes, I've already seen those. I'm a big Shonen Jump guy, so when it comes to anime that's popular or that's trending, I've pretty much already have seen it or am currently watching it. So while I thank you for that recommendation, I could really use more other animes as well, so any other anime recommendations wouldn't hurt. And yes, the final count is 105 slings. So I guess I'll end it there. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up and comment something down below. And also subscribe, because that will help out with the algorithm. And also, if you want to support my tarantula breeding projects, or if you want to see more tarantula breedings, please support me on Patreon down below. I'll leave a link on the description as well, because I have to say tarantula breeding doesn't pay me enough. But anyhow, I hope you people stay lax, and Laxo out from the Kumo Sensei.